With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Trubisky. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The kick is good.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
7, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Vikings.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the carry, it's Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now it's Trubisky. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But it'll be second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 24, Ravens nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jackson.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Jefferson.
The end result, 21 yards. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Complete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 38, Ravens 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he spins through and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On third down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
The tackle made at the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 45, Ravens 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Herb Smith.
There's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Formation for the Vikings.
With it is Brown. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And down he'll go at the 25.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
25-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that will be incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have
under pressure, and they got to him again. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
that right now. That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here on them. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there, first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubt